you like shit. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Color TV. Do you like live commentary, Renzo?
It's okay.
Okay.
I was trying to throw you off.
Well, it worked. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Color TV. Do you like live commentary, Dylan?
It's alright.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Do your intro.
No, go ahead. I'll play along.
Okay. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Color TV. Do you guys like live commentary?
Fuck yeah!
Well, eat shit because we don't have that today. Please enjoy some fucking Rocket League footage while we talk about some high school stories. If you want to hear any more stories from our past, please let us know in the comments below. Renzo, you know what I was just thinking?
What?
How much I would love to hear about, the days about when you would just skip school all the time. I actually, I was sitting here in my room the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need to learn more about my best friend who I've known since 8th grade. So I would really like to learn more about you, and I think you would be the right man to just start telling some stories about yourself. Would you care to share a little bit more about you?
I can, but I do feel like you're talking to the wrong person. Only because I didn't really skip school, like starting high school. Because when I was dating this girl, that was
Redacted.
literally the only time.
Redacted. What was her full name and social security number?
That was the only time we got to see each other. But we started in the middle.
when you skipped school or during school?
During school, because her dad was a racist, and so she wasn't allowed to see me.
Oh, okay.
And so I never missed a day of school. But we started dating in middle school and kept going into high school. But then we broke up after the first semester. And right when that started, that's when I started skipping school all the time with Dylan. Because
way to throw me under the bus, man.
Well, at that point, Dylan.
So you're the juvenile bastard here, fucking. Please.
No,
yeah. At that point, Dylan was fucking just like he was ready, almost on his way to fucking Central.
Yeah, that's literally the reason I went to Central is because I was skipping school so much I couldn't even get my grades back up to actually pass through a semester, which is horrible. But yeah,
we got like one of the best high schools in like our state, and
yeah, no,
and they're like, nah, we can't provide you an education, so you should start skipping.
See, it's really funny because I was supposed to go to South High School, but Renzo was going to North High School, so I begged my parents to make me go to North.
Hey.
So they went through all this hassle to actually get me to North High School so I could be with my best friend, and I met
this fucker leaves me.
Yeah. Then I met this guy named Redacted. And he was not a good influence on me. So every time after lunch, like I obviously I would show up the first like half of the day, but I was like at lunch I was like, I'm over it. And me and him.
Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm curious. Is it?
Yes, it is. Redacted.
Redacted.
But yeah, no, we would literally just skip because his mom was gone. Like he had the entire apartment that was literally 2 blocks up the road from school. So we would like eat lunch because it's free food. Then right out the back door we were gone. Go to his house and
oh yeah, I know where he lived.
Yeah, and he just started bumping fucking Wiz Khalifa. We were just watching YouTube videos. He was showing me his Modern Warfare clips, back in the good old days, and we would just be juveniles. I don't know. It was fun. Like there was this one time actually that I was in Mr. Redacted class, and
boy, you're really trying to save yourself on the editing here, huh?
But I was in this dude's class. I think it was like social studies. Do you have social studies in high school? I don't know. I never went to high school. But like I stayed up all night playing games with Redacted. So I stayed up all night playing games with, and like the next day at school, I put my head down for like 2 seconds Turns out it was like 25 minutes. And apparently, my friend told me like later in the day, he was like, dude, he was calling your name like 5 times. He was like, Dylan, Dylan, and he goes up to you and like taps your head a couple times, and then you wake up and you look so baked out of your mind. And I wasn't even smoking. I was just so tired that I woke up and I was like, what? But yeah, no, that's my freshman year, and then eventually I had to get transferred to Central High School because I just could not get my grades up, and they were worried about me.
Did things ever actually get better in high school or no?
That's a loaded question. What does that mean?
With your truants, with
Me
your
skipping
tendency
school?
to skip school.
No, not at all. Actually, I continued to skip throughout Central because they were more lenient than North High School was. There was actually truancy officers that actually came to houses, and uh, during the Central days, I skipped to do redacted things. And no, it didn't get much better. I ended up
Yeah.
Really? Because I mean, we would all like hang out for lunch and stuff, you know, and then like come back. Sometimes
you came
I mean,
back.
sure.
You
Yeah,
came
we would
back.
do that sometimes. You came, yeah. I remember you coming back often. It's like, hey, bro, you wanna go play some Call of Duty Zombies or something? And you're like, nah, man, I'm gonna go back to like I think I specifically remember dropping you off back at school so that me and Dylan could skip. Excuse me. Okay, so you guys, okay, but you guys think you guys are fucking so great. With your truancy, have you guys ever gotten a truancy fine?
I have not actually.
no, because like you said, I went to school.
Yeah, but okay, but you said you did start at some point skipping
I
school
mean,
with Bill.
oh yeah,
So
I would skip school, but then like I had a system, especially at North, where I would skip different parts each day, and so I wouldn't get in trouble, and it kept me going. So I literally would cut like uh a third to half of my day off, and I would just like rotate it, and I would skip every day, and I only got in trouble once I missed 2 weeks of gym class, but then they came at me.
You skipped gym class. You got in trouble
they
for that,
they
but
stepped to me.
What?
like it was gym class that you got in trouble for not showing up.
Yeah.
That seems backwards.
Hey, bro, that physical education is real important.
Yeah, clearly.
And that's why I failed gym class actually, because you know I would pass my classes by passing the finals and stuff. You don't really have finals in gym class.
How much did you get on the mile, bro? Huh?
Back in the day, I could do 8 minutes.
I don't know
Like
if that's
eight
good
and a
or
half
not.
minutes.
That's a
good.
pretty good time, yeah.
And yeah, I would say when I started in 6th grade, it was fucking 13 and a half minutes. By the time I got into high school, it was 8.5. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm pretty sure in like middle school and high school, if I would like run the mile, I would like run for about 2 minutes and then I would walk the rest of it because I was chubby. So I think I got like fucking 15-minute miles. Everyone
But
else was so much more of a fighter than me. But
yes,
I
so I would only skip like I wouldn't skip like the whole days and stuff like that. So I never actually really got in trouble for it.
okay. Well, fun news for me, cause I mean, I know that you remember this, Renzo, because you met me earlier. Well, both of you guys knew me as probably like a more innocent young lad
Oh yeah.
who was like a little bit more, what are the words I'm looking for?
A
Like
narc.
meager and fucking. Oh, what'd you call me, a narc?
Yeah.
I could tell a whole redacted story right now.
I could tell. Yeah. But I got to a point, and I don't even know what fucking year this was. I'm guessing this was sophomore year, freshman year, sophomore year, fucking early on. But high school changed the shit out of me, and this started in 8th grade. But it wasn't in middle school that I was like skipping or anything. But in fucking freshman and sophomore year, I just turned into like a little juvenile punk ass bitch. And I had skipped so much that I had gotten a juvenile fine, and I can't remember how much it was or whatever, but I had to go to court for it.
Oh god.
And
I think it's because you got that car.
The green
I'm pretty
machine.
sure
You were,
I'm pretty
you were
sure
mobile?
having I'm pretty sure having the green machine did not help. Being able to like leave and like drive around was one of the most badass things. People would just give you money and like whatever just to take them somewhere, dude. Being in high school, being a freshman with a car was like, even if it was just a fucking Ford Taurus. That thing was a tank, not the point. So I got a truancy fine. I had to go to court with my mom, and I had to go in front of one of the most notorious bitch judges for juvenile. And I know that you know her, Dylan. Maybe you might know her as well, Lorenzo. But Judge,
I know of her. Yes.
yeah, she has a notorious nickname, which is Judge amongst the juveniles, and because we have to fucking censor her name, I'll let you know that her last name rhymes with so that
Trying to
that's
work around the fucking shit.
That's probably
that's
still
the
gonna get
nickname.
redacted.
That's the nickname that she earned with all the juveniles, because she was very unforgiving. I think she might have been one of those people who um thought that the best way to reform people was through punishment. Like there was no rehabilitation unless you were properly punished. And so I went in front of the court, and and she told me that I didn't have to pay the fine or any of that if I attended the well, not attended, but if I went through the back to school program. It was like, yeah, I think it was like I had to go to school for, I think it was like 3 months, and not miss a single day, without like a proper excuse, like doctor's note. Like I had to go, I had to be on time, and I had to stay for every single class. And I was so rebellious, and I hated authoritative figures so much that I was like, no.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like Shay.
I was like, yeah, right. I was like, I'd rather fucking pay the money than fucking suck up to you, asshole. Which is so opposite, but back then I was just like, that was just my horrible mindset. So, and my mom looked at me like, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh man, I forgot she was there with you. Oh, what?
And then I closed my eyes, and I just took a deep breath, and I was like, yes, I would like to take the back to school program, please. I
So
I
much
did
pride.
not have. Yeah. Wait. What?
You had so much pride, and it got shot down so quickly.
I know. Right. I had absolutely zero problems going to school during that during the back to school program. Um, and I believe this was kind of because, like, when you don't have a choice, it's kind of like getting up for a job. Like when you don't have a choice, you just kind of set your alarm. Like, what? Like school. I mean, school should be your job, right? But like when there's like a threat behind it, um, it's just like, okay, well, you set your alarms, and then you just do it,
Do what
and
you- do what you gotta do.
just do what you just do what you got to do. And I didn't have a single problem, and then I got through it, and everything was fine. Um,
How long was that?
I think it was 3 months. It might have been longer. It might have been 6 months.
But it felt like 5 years.
Yes, it felt like 5 years. I was in the hole for a long time, man. I don't know, but then I don't think I really had too much of a problem at the end. I do remember one specific day where I just got really, really upset, and I was storming out of the school, but I was 18 at this point, so this was clearly the last fucking. This was like senior year, and I was storming out of the school, and what's her name? She got in my way. She stood in front of me and blocked the door, and our school officer, our liaison, was like standing next to her, and asked what was going on, and she was just like, "Oh, he's trying to leave school, blah blah blah." And I just was like, I just had fury in my eyes, and I don't remember what it was for. I was having just a really awful day.
This hit your hair was
Um,
back.
someone was shitting on my hair, which I straightened back in the day because I was a little emo boy. Um, and and I loved it. This was the only day that I liked the liaison officer because he was like, he's 18, you can't do anything. You have to let him go. And I was like, so I just glared at and she stepped aside and I slammed that door open and walked out. And that just was like, and I don't know, I went home or something, but I was just having a really bad day. Maybe that was after, maybe that was after Onyx, my old kitty, died, and I was
Oh
just really
no.
sad. I know, right? I, I miss Onyx. Um, but
That
yeah.
actually that reminds me, speaking of hair, because I used to straighten my hair and all that stuff back then. I was the guy that would carry a brush around. But
You still do.
Yeah, you dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
you
in
did,
high
dude.
school, I would
Your
have it in my
hair,
back pocket, dude.
you had so much hair back then, dude.
It was like
It was,
a straight in afro, just one big puff, just.
dude, it seriously was. Like, people call me a mop, dude. You were the full ass broom.
Dude, like in fucking 8th grade, dude. I could just sleep in class and my whole face would be covered. They wouldn't know I was sleeping until I started snoring. But no, when I was at Central, I started when they started their LTC program. I was
Yeah.
there when it first started, and that first year, we that's when we started getting Chromebooks and stuff like that,
Oh,
and
the greatest computer in the world. Shout out.
and
Give me a sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsorship.
Yeah.
15% off. Enter color TV below.
um
I think we might have to say that we're actually not sponsored.
yeah.
We're not sponsored by Chromebooks, please. And also don't
um
buy them because they're pieces of shit.
Unless you really need a fucking
Unless you really need a laptop.
That's what's good. I didn't have a computer and stuff like that. So when they gave me that, I was like, "Oh, dude, this is fucking awesome."
Porn. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny enough,
Do you guys monitor this?
because I was part of the LTC program, where they paid for the college. I got the Chromebook early before the school year even started, and I broke it before school started.
Oh wow.
So I had to go up to him before it started. I was like, "Yeah, I broke the Chromebook. I need a new one." But yeah, so there was a point where they got all of us LTC kids together, um, after like a week or two of the classes starting, to like kind of put things in our calendar because they want us to use the calendar and all this stuff on the Chromebook, just to help us with time management stuff. And so me and like 5, 6 other kids, just refused to do it. Just we're talking about being delinquents, just being little shits. And so we're like, oh, we'll do our work when we do our work. We don't have to. Why do we have to use a calendar? All this petty ass shit. And they
Were
they
these
would,
were these for the college courses?
yeah.
Okay.
And so we were sitting there, and at the end, uh, you know, um, they would keep us after school. They kept us after school and all that until we would
Mhm.
do it, and we were sitting there. And at the end, it was just me and we were the two people left. Everyone else at one point or another finally gave in, did it, and left, and it was us two. And just like, dude, I don't understand why you guys just won't do this. And like, we don't feel like we need to do this, all this stuff. And started going on a monologue saying like, he's like, why can't you just do this for me and all this stuff? And like, like, that he was like, when you call in to miss school because you're having a bad hair day, he was like, I let it slide. I didn't do it because that was important to you. And he was like, this is important to me and I need you to do this. And then that really hit me because I would call in, the school if I had a bad hair day. Like if I couldn't straighten my hair right and stuff like that, I'll call in the school. And I was like, he does do that. I was like, fine. And I was like, sure, let's just do this. And then, so we did it, but it was like 2 hours after school and shit.
Can you imagine, like, people never had that luxury during school, like you're there or you're fucked. Like we were just
Yeah.
like, I don't feel like it, and just call in like it's a fucking job and shit. That's funny.
Dude, our school was way, 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 way too lax, and I heard it got way more strict by the time that we had left.
Good.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome for us. I know that I think they might have taken away the open lunches,
Oh, it
Oh, yeah,
sucks.
the open campus.
The open campus lunches
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, like because that's part of the reason why how we had fucking dipped so many times, dude. We would go out and
I would
fucking
just get fucking hungry.
get Burger Kings, the fucking single stacker, dude. Stackers, I swear to God, they don't taste good anymore.
No,
The
they're bad.
stacker sauce is different. It's
Come on,
fucking
Burger King,
different.
step up your game.
Step up your fucking game, Burger King. The stacker sauce used to be so good. Back when the single stacker used to be $1 sandwich.
Mm.
I'm talking like I'm an old man. I'm 25, bro.
Or you
Like,
legit single, double, triple, $1, $2, $3.
yeah, $1, $2, $3, single, double, triple. Yeah, no, and the stacker sauce was different. Then they took it away for a while. They brought it back. Now it's all creamy and it's garbage. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And I hate every time I see it on the menu. I just, it's just
Ooh,
But
fucking hate it.
yeah, but I do agree with you because like we ourselves we fell into like right in between the transition of like the schools just getting like Chromebooks and tablets and how they used to do things compared to like how they do things now, like 8 years later. And
Yeah,
so it was really weird and we kind of just like fell through the cracks and that wasn't good, but like it helped us get by. I want to say like as a good thing, but like it was very slack because everything was going through new stuff and they couldn't keep track of it all, at the time.
yeah. One thing that I was concerned about for the teachers, because I really liked a lot of the teachers there.
Hmm.
Um, I I know that our school was full of, our school, we went to a delinquent school basically. Like I went there because I had troubles with grades and not troubles with, well, actually, yeah, troubles with grades. And also I had a real big problem with authoritative figures. The school was small. It was like a class of 300. The whole school was 300. And so it was more focused learning. But some people would be, not bad kids, not like true juveniles, but like, people would like lots of weed smokers and just a bunch of dirty ghetto bastards. A lot of good kids too, but just, a lot of grade problems and people like me, blue and red. And then one of the things that I thought about when I left was I was watching a YouTuber, and I was hearing his stories, and then when I thought about it, I was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna have troubles with people and like dab pens in the back of class
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
or in
hell
the
yeah.
bathroom, because we already had troubles with like people smoking and bringing weed to school at our school, dude. And that was like weed stinks, bro. Like dab pens and like what are that like? What are the other ones? The ones that like, well, I guess
The
dab pens. I guess
carts?
those are the ones that I'm thinking
Yeah.
of.
The
Yeah,
cartridges.
yeah.
Cards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the carts. Yes, those are the ones. Yeah, the carts. So, but those don't. I mean, they smell. They clearly have a distinct smell, but
Well,
it's
you can
not
definitely
like
just hold it
fucking.
in where there is no smoke coming out, you know?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's not. It's definitely not as in your face, and then it doesn't stick on your clothes. And I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, if there's even like half the students that are like what our school was, like, oh man.
Like, not even just weed, too. Like, just, like, with the jewels and shit.
Yeah, jewels, vapes, and like schools now they have like posters up and all that stuff because they're combating that because of so many people are doing it and just because it's easier. Even like back then it was so hard. Even like before our time, people would like smoke in the bathroom, stuff like that, and it got harder around our time, and then that's right when vapes and stuff started becoming a thing. Then now they have to
Yeah,
deal with that.
I remember when all of the the smokers would go
Uh,
underneath the bridge
yeah,
and to
or
enter
by
the
the
church,
church.
or by the church, yeah,
That's
and
when
go
I...
smoke their cigarettes on the lunch break, and like
Oh man.
sometimes the liaison would bust them,
Hmm.
but like half the time it would just be like, nope, fuck it, they're just enjoying their smoke break if we're at school. Like, damn.
That was a good way to make money because like you're like us, we turned 18 in the beginning of the year, and then so like senior year, man, I would just fucking sell a cigarette for $1 and you
A
sell half
bucket,
a pack.
a bucket dart, bro.
Yeah, you sell half a pack and we got enough to buy another pack, dude.
Yeah, we were great kids. We have a lot of stories, but I think we'll probably just leave this episode here. So thank you guys for tuning in to Color TV, and we will see you guys next time.
Adios.